¿Qué pasa, YouTube? 6 Hacks here. Got for you guys today another Showdown live, and this time it's going to be an NU, and it's actually with a team I made myself. I based this around normal spam. I think I saw this before on the forums, if I'm not mistaken, but it's a pretty cool little core between Swellow and Pyroar here. Two Pokemon I really personally like. Shouts out if you get this nickname. We have Defog mixed shift tree. We have a little Volt Turn and a defensive core between Lantern and Mesprit here. That's pretty much the team. Rapid Spin, Hitmonchan of course, because we do have two mons that are weak to hazards, even though yes we do have Defog. It is nice to have Rapid Spin at the same time. At moments. But yeah, actually, if you guys, I completely forgot about this, but yeah, if you guys may have missed my uploads from yesterday, a link to both of those videos will be down in the description. It was a Showdown live, and it was my week 12 UCL match against the St. Louis Rampardos, so check that out. Tomorrow is my week 5 VPL match, which is actually going to be a Wi-Fi battle, post-narrated though, and kind of long, but it was a really good match, and just I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna narrate that while this renders to upload for today on Sunday, and just I'm excited to narrate that and do this live. But yeah, kind of did the intro in reverse. I normally talk then do the team. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so this dude has a pretty cool annoying looking team. Hazard stacking could be slightly annoying. Looking at leads, either Primeape or Raichu is what I'm thinking. Do I want to lead Mesprit? I don't know if I really want to lead Mesprit right away. I think Lantern is a pretty decent lead, honestly. Shift Tree could be a bit of an issue. I don't exactly have a safe switch into knockoff here. Regardless though, if he does manage to get up hazards, we do have 2 ways to get rid of them, so that's fine. So he's gonna end up leading off with the Crustle. That's perfectly okay with me, seeing as I will be able to just Scald right off the bat. We will be able to defog, hopefully, on the Xatu or even the Haunter maybe. If not, then we can spin, as we luckily get a burn there, and unfortunately he will only be able to get up rocks. So if I really wanted to, I could try and Volt Switch here. What do you switch into Raichu? What's the downside of Volt Switching? I could Volt Switch into Swellow maybe, but then I would take Rocks damage. If I Volt Switch into Mesprit, he'll see leftovers and want to bring in Haunter or the Shift Tree. If I stay in here, I think I can force him into the Haunter if it potentially has Energy Ball, or the Xatu could have Energy Ball. Shift Tree could also come in. That would be slightly annoying. I don't know. I don't really see a good play here regardless, so I think I'd rather just Scald here, as he ends up getting up a layer of spikes. Okay, so I did not expect him to be Custop Berry, so that's interesting. Okay. I apologize if like the lighting is bad. Yeah, it's like stupidly bright on this side. I'm sorry. Maybe I should like put my lamp here, that way I can have light here and like I can turn it on. I don't know, I'll mess more around with things. But yeah, he ends up bringing in the Shift Tree, so this is a bit of a tough scenario. Like I said, we don't really have a switch into this at all. Can't exactly bring in Shift Tree. I don't want to lose Lantern here. I could bring in my own Shift Tree. That's a stupid play, I think. That's a terrible play, I think I'm just gonna have to Volt Switch here. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have a safe switch into this. I can't afford switching into Hitmonchan here. So luckily, we are able to just barely live. And we're gonna be able to Volt Switch into our own Shift Tree. So we are gonna be forced to defog here. That gives him an absolute free switch into Primeape potentially. In which case, I guess I'll have to sack off a Lantern too. Yeah, that could suck potentially. So he doesn't have leftovers. He doesn't have life orb. What could he have? E-belt maybe? Javier's in the room over there. So he's gonna sword Zent. Okay, that's utterly terrifying. I'm gonna sucker punch here in hopes that maybe we out prioritize him as we get off a nice solid chunk of damage. Damn it. Ah! Okay, so this is looking slightly terrifying. Well, luckily we can bring in Hitmonchan here and just Mach Punch. So he did make a nice play there. I was thinking about maybe going for Leaf Storm, but I didn't like that play at all. Even if you wanted to bring in the Primeape, I'm not sure we would have knocked him out, and I would still rather get rid of hazards than him keep them up and switch into Primeape and then just really U-turn or something like that. So he ends up hard switching right into the Xatu. Shiftry could still be a bit of a nuisance. I need to get a free switch into one of my offensive threats here. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to sack off Lantern. He could easily just U-turn. Calm Mind could be a little bit annoying. Hopefully he's not Calm Mind, so he is gonna end up U-turning. That's good. Yes, he does get a free switch back into the Shiftry, but this also means I get a free switch into Pyroar, which should be able to nuke something with the Fire Blast. So, no, he actually brings in the Haunter. Okay. Well, regardless, though, I'm gonna end up Volt Switching. I don't really want to hard switch right into Pyroar. I really don't feel comfortable doing that. I guess I could have maybe brought in Hitmonchan, but he could maybe have Will-O-Wisp, so I don't want to do that either. Regardless, though, we should get a free KO here with Fire Blast. He has no switch-ins, so he could sack off the Haunter here or the Shiftry even. AV Raichu? I don't think he would have that. I'm gonna take some more water. So yeah, we should get a free KO here, and love this nickname. Yeah, so I'm guessing he's just debating on what to sack off. This has been a pretty fast-paced match. I need to find a way to get up my rocks. As long as he has that Xatu, though, unfortunately I won't be able to. So he decides to sack off the Haunter. That's really, really great. That's one less thing that Mesprit now has to worry about. Because he's not Life Orbed Shiftry, we should be able to easily eat a Sucker Punch, as he ends up bringing the Primeape. So the fact that he brought this in on my Pyroar, screaming the fact that he's Scarfed. Unfortunately, though, I do have to switch out here. Pyroar still comes in very, very handy. I'm really positive we can still chew any one hit, as he does end up going for the close combat there. Luckily, he did not U-turn. If he had U-turn there, that actually would have been pretty terrifying. I want to see if Pyroar can live any hit from Raichu. Okay, so we can maybe live one hit from Raichu. If he doesn't have Life Orb Focus Blast. Okay, no, so if he doesn't have Focus Blast, we can maybe live one hit with Pyroar for Raichu. If not, then we still have Hitmonchan here, which still really comes in handy. I think I'm just going to U-turn. There's really no reason for me to not do this. Even if he's not choiced and he does U-turn, he is faster than me. So I will be able to get Switch Initiative regardless, as, hey, I'm going to get another free KO here. I think I can just click Hyper Voice this time. Let's see, is Hyper Voice? Yeah, I think I can just click Hyper Voice here. Hold on. I don't know the damage output of Pyroar, so I don't know if we will be able to knock out Xatu at this range. So we can do 68 to 80%, as where Fire Blast will knock him out here. So I think I should just Fire Blast. As long as we don't miss. Luckily we do not, and we're able to get another KO. So Pyroar putting in some work right now, getting 2 KOs so far. Now, of course, the Primeape can force us out. I think we're in range where Raichu has a chance to knock us out with Thunderbolt. if he gets a high roll, if he has Focus Blast, he knocks us out regardless. So, do I want to stay in here? I don't really need Pyro at this point, do I? What I mean by that is, I honestly think I can just stay in here and get a free switch into Hitmonchan and just click Close Combat and get a KO. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay in here and go for the Hyper Voice, if anything, because I don't want to risk missing the Fire Blast, which could potentially knock him out. So I'm just gonna Hyper Voice here. Actually no, so as long as he doesn't... Oh, what? Hello? Oh, okay. So he took his Volt Tackle kill and left. Alright then. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna go get another game. Guys, so we got the second match here, and this dude's team is pretty cool. If this is not Rock's Aggron, then I guess it could be Bandit, although it's his only way of getting up rocks. Regardless though, actually it's a good thing we do have Hidden Power Grass, because he does luckily have a Gastrodon here. I was gonna say Pyroar counter, which I guess in a sense still works. Looking at leads though, maybe Aggron is what I'm thinking. I really just want to lead Pyroar. I really do. Although I guess Lantern isn't a bad lead either. I'm gonna lead Pyroar. I'm gonna lead Pyroar, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna lead Pyroar. I wonder how much Pyroar can do to it. Hidden Power Grass. So Hidden Power Grass can actually potentially knock it out after rocks. What? Hello? What? Where is my wool? Hate this game. I have no reason to not Will-O-Wisp here. Like, Will-O-Wisp is easily the best play I have to do. Because he can switch in the Gastrodon, he can stay in, or he can switch in, even if he switches in the Xatu, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. So, yeah, because he could have had Custop Berry as well there. So burning it would have been great. So now we don't, unfortunately now we don't have Will-O-Wisp, which kind of sucks. But it's okay, I guess, because it did turn out that Aggron was a Stealth Rocker. So as soon as we Rapid Spin, Hazards will no longer be here. We can also defog on the Gastrodon. He doesn't have a safe switch into a knockoff though, which is absolutely amazing. So if we can get Shiftry in on the Gastrodon or a Bomb Snow from the looks of it, that's going to be really great. So I'm going to hard switch right into Hitmonchan here. We should be able to force him out, and then we can just spin here. He shouldn't be able to 2 KO. As long as he doesn't get too high damage rolls, what? Whoa. Okay, you are choice your specs. Okay then. That thing is choice specs. That's actually pretty scary. Pyro is a problem. Pyro is a huge issue. So unfortunately, just have to Mach Punch here. Swellow can come in now, I guess, and just Facade. Facade should be able to knock out Pyroar. Hopefully. Does 35 to 42. So yeah, he is in range where Swellow should be able to knock it out here with a Facade, even though we are not going to be boosted. Oh, that. I was not expecting that. What? I was not expecting choice specs. Not expecting specs at all. So yeah, I don't want to Brave Bird and take the unnecessary recoil. As he ends up bringing in the Gastrodon, we're still going to get off a clean 31%. I'll definitely take that, as I should be able to just U-turn here. If for some reason he wants to switch, I don't really know why he would do that. If we were specs Swellow, then we could have maybe knocked it out here, potentially, depending on what its EV spread was, if I'm not mistaken. So after 2 hits, we're able to bring it to 50% after leftovers. So I think I just switch into Shift Tree here. Do these typically carry Ice Beam? Toxic, Recover, Scald, Earth Power is what I would assume. I'm gonna make a bit of... I don't know, maybe this is a little risky. Maybe it's a little risky. Oh, okay, so he did Scald. I'm not really too concerned about the burn. I'd rather just these rocks be gone. As he does end up bringing in the Zatoot. I don't really have any use for Shift Tree at this point, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock off here. Actually, no. Do I want to switch? No, I don't think I can afford to switch. So, here's a speedy, bulky variant of Zatoot, as he's gonna U-turn into the Manectric here. I could try to get up rocks, potentially. Or U-turn myself. Yeah, because Gastrodon's going to get 2 KO'd by Pyroar at this point. And if he wants to try to Volt Switch into his own Pyroar, that's fine. Yeah, I think I can just bring in Mesprit here and U-turn. Yeah, because there's no way that he should be slower than us. So he's going to have to go for Volt Switch here. In which case we can see if he specs or not. He could also maybe think that we're going to try and bait him into a Volt Switch. As he turns out to be Life Orb, okay. And we can U-turn out from this Pyro. So another Rocky Helmet. Is that becoming a thing now? I guess it's becoming a thing now. Okay. Yeah, U-turn. U-turn is broken. This is a broken move. Let's be honest. Can I just Hyper Voice here? I'm pretty sure he is in range of Hyper Voice. Yeah, so he's in range of Hyper Voice. Although Fire Blast is a straight OHKO, I wonder how much Gastrodon will be taken. Hyper Voice should actually knock out Gastrodon. Fire Blast plus Hyper Voice. So yeah, I can just Fire Blast here, as I'm guessing he thought that maybe I would over-predict, but no. With the Gastrodon being so low, I can knock it out with Fire Blast and then a Hyper Voice. So he could try to bring in his own Pyroar to win the speed tie, in which case, that's actually really, really bad for me. That's terribly bad for me. Okay. This is kind of a problem. Oh, am I not on Earth? I am on Earth. Okay. I still need Pyroar. I could sack Mesprit maybe? Do I need Mesprit at this point? Mesprit doesn't really live any hit from anything that I needed to, I think. If anything, I'm just gonna sack off the Mesprit here. He could maybe double. Although I don't see what he would double into. See, unfortunately, if I lose this speed tie, I lose more from losing the speed tie than he loses from losing the speed tie. So if I had stayed in with Pyroar and he had won the speed tie, then I still could have potentially lost this game. Like, I could have just lost. Because I think at that point, yeah, I think he could have potentially still won. I don't know. Plus Mesprit didn't really come in handy. So I should be able to just bring in Swellow here. We know that he specs, because I don't think there's any way that he should have been able to 2-KO AV Hitmonchan unless he was specs. So, do I just Brave Bird? No, I can just Facade, right? Yeah, Facade is just... oh my god, everything's dying. I could Quick Attack as well if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. As he's going to sack off the Gastrodon. So he's going to want to save this Pyroar. Pyroar is his way of winning this match, as he ends up bringing in the Abomasnow. This thing's a problem. Unfortunately, Ice Shard does knock me out. Yeah, Ice Shard has a chance to knock me out. Do I want to U-turn? Do I want to U-turn? I would... Like, it's gonna have to come down to a speed tie. Facade would make it a double down. But I can still save Swellow to... I'm gonna U-turn. No! Ah! Alright, boys. It's time. Gonna have to come down to the speed tie. Ah! Hopefully I don't miss Fire Blast. Yes. Okay. So don't miss Fire Blast. That's really great. Oh, it's gonna come down to the speed tie. Oh. I don't think... I don't think that Lantern can live 2 of these. Can it? No, it should be able to actually. Hold on. What am I talking about? No, we're not Assault Vest, unfortunately. Is it this set? This should be the set, right? Ho! Ho! So he has about an 8% chance to 2 KO Lantern. I think I have to switch in the Lantern here. I think I have to switch in the Lantern. Yeah, he has about an 8% chance to 2 KO. So, hopefully he doesn't... Yeah, I don't think he can 2 KO at this point. So, I should be able to just Scald here. I could have doubled. As we're able to get a burn. So, actually, that may be pretty huge. That may be pretty huge. Do I risk switching into Pyroar? He could have Hidden Power Grass. No, so Hidden Power Grass doesn't knock us out either. How much is he doing with Manectric? Because I'm trying to avoid the speed tie. Because that's what I feel like it's going to come down to. Hidden Power Grass. So he can't knock us out with any one hit. I think I have to do the speed tie. I think I have to risk the speed tie. I really do. Ah! I could have switched into Pyroar. I should have switched into Pyroar. Okay. Okay. Oh! It comes down to the speed tie. It comes down to the speed tie. Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes! Oh! That second. What? Okay. Oh, that was... Whew. We got the next match here, and this dude's team is pretty scary. Holy crap. Okay. Luckily, no knockoff switching, which is pretty nice. I guess... Skuntank. An opposing Swellow. Maybe he will be Specs, so we can outspeed him. And a Pyroar, so our opponent rocking the same little offensive core that we are as well. I think I'll just leave Mesprit, I guess. Oh! Oh, that's... Oh! Don't Pursuit. Don't Pursuit. This is where Clover would come in handy. Okay. Luckily he didn't Pursuit. He ended up going for the taunt. Do I want to just Ice Punch? Do I want to double? I kind of want to double. I don't really see why he would want to stay in here. Why would you want to stay in here? I'll pull a double into Pyroar, I think. I don't really see why he would want to stay in here. Please don't stay in. Did he stay in? He stayed in! Okay. That kind of sucked. I guess that was a pretty risky play on my part. I don't know. I really didn't think he would want to stay in. I guess I'll just hyper voice here. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he could have just switched in the Vileplume. Maybe that's not a defensive Vileplume then. Maybe that's an offensive Vileplume. So we're going to be able to get off a huge amount of damage on the Skuntank. What? Wait. Oh, a nerve. I'm dumb. I forgot about a nerve. I forgot about a nerve. Okay. Could try to bring in Swellow to quick attack, maybe. He doesn't really have any safe switch-ins to this. I really want to switch quick attack will knock it out at this range. If it doesn't, I guess he could just try to Sucker Punch. Yeah, that's fine. That shouldn't be too big of an issue, I think. So he's gonna switch into the Malamar. Just sacking it off, I guess? Okay. I don't know, I really thought that maybe he would want to just leave in Skuntank because it's at pretty low HP. And then if we get rid of the Malamar, he has nothing to deal with Mesprit. I don't know. I don't agree with this play. I don't know why he would do that. Who knows? He still has a good chance to win. So can't knock it. We could bring in Mesprit. I don't know if I really want to bring in Mesprit though. Lantern unfortunately just baits in Vileplume. In which case I guess isn't too bad. Because we should be able to outspeed it. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, running a lot of speed. Yeah, so we should be able to just safely Volt Switch out against the Vileplume if he does want to bring it in here. He could bring in Lantern as well. Maybe. Pyroar doesn't knock us out, Swellow doesn't knock us out, so it's either going to be Vileplume or Lantern. And like I said, maybe this isn't defensive Vileplume, which is why he didn't want to switch directly into it against the Hitmonchan. Yeah. So we should be able to Volt Switch here as we get off 9%. So he could just be defensive. I'm really hoping that he doesn't Sludge Bomb here. He doesn't have a reason to Sludge Bomb. You're not gonna Sludge Bomb. Oh. Oh, okay, so luckily he didn't Sludge Bomb. Should I just Facade? I want a Facade as opposed to going for the Brave Bird. Although Brave Bird plus Facade should still knock out Lantern. U-turning I guess wouldn't, no, yeah. I shouldn't U-turn here because I need to break down Lantern. So yeah, he's gonna make the safe switch. That's fine. A Facade still wouldn't have knocked them out. Would he switch into Skuntank here? He could switch into Skuntank. No he doesn't. Or maybe he thought that we would predict the Skuntank switching. I guess that wouldn't have been a bad play either. So what he could do here, he can bring in Skuntank now and just sack it off. Which would be really great because that means Mesprit can still beat his Vileplume. And we can chew a hit from Swellow and from Pyroar, hopefully. As long as Lantern is at full HP, we should still be able to win this. So he's going to end up bringing in the Skuntank. So he's going to make this play. I need to quick attack pretty much. I have no other play to make. Because he needs to pursuit here to trap me. So by quick attacking, he pretty much ensures, or I pretty much ensure, to knock out Skuntank and that it's a double down. At the same time though, he could maybe switch, but I highly doubt that. As we got a crit there, I honestly don't think that mattered. So Swellow putting in a lot of work there. I kind of find it funny that both my Pyroar and Swellow are down while he still has his Pyroar and his Swellow. Looking at potential switch-ins, I could just bring in Shiftry. Can knock that off maybe. Vileplume actually wouldn't be too bad. I think Vileplume is probably my best switch-in. Mesprit actually wouldn't be too bad. The downside with Mesprit is that if he brings in Pyroar, I don't have a safe switch in if he specs. Lantern can Volt switch. So it's either Lantern or Mesprit, I'm thinking. I'm gonna bring a Mesprit, I think. Yes! Okay. So not only is this really, really good, now I can just get a Brox here. Yeah. I can get a Brox and start getting off that damage needed on Pyroar and Swellow. A good play for him would honestly be to just stay in. The reason why that's not bad is because even if I Psychic here, I don't knock out Pyroar or Swellow. So in the long run, it's better for me to want to get a Brox, I think, as I can honestly just stay in here and burn a turn of sleep and see what he wants to do, as he unfortunately crits with the Giga Drain. I need to hopefully wake up. As long as he doesn't crit again. As long as he doesn't crit again, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Mesprit. Wake up. Ah! I just need to get off one Psychic. Oh! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, that's great. That's great. Because now he's severely weakened, so he really can't leave this in. Or he can't switch out, pretty much. So I should be able to knock him out here with another Psychic. And in which case, Mesprit is no longer useful, so I can sack it off to either the Pyro or the Swellow. Can he still win? I don't think so, since we do have double priority in Sucker Punch and Mach Punch. As he ends up bringing in the Swellow, we will get to find out what kind of set he is. Potentially. Do I want to U-turn instead of Psychic? I think I'm going to U-turn. If for some reason he doesn't knock us out. So let's see. Who knows? Maybe he can still win. He could Protect. That wouldn't be too bad either. As he turns out to be Specs. Okay. So I should be able to bring in Hitmonchan. And just close combat. Yeah. So we should be able to live a Boom Burst relatively easily. Since we are Assault Vest. And in return knock out the Swellow or knock out the Pyroar. So even though we didn't really get to use Pyroar, Swellow came through, broke down his Wall Core, and now Hitmonchan can just clean up, as I should be able to just Mach Punch Pyroar, then bring in Shiftry and knock him out with the Sucker Punch, and I think that should be the victory if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that Mach Punch knocks Pyroar out after rocks anyways, so it's not that big of an issue. Because it'll be in range from an attack coming from Lantern or from Shiftry. Did I nickname Shiftry? Okay, I was gonna say I thought I didn't nickname Shiftry for a second there. I don't know why it shows a nickname for Lantern but not Shiftry. I don't know. So he turned into the Life Orb, knocks himself out, and that is the victory in our favor. So I think I'm gonna go get one more match, guys. This team is terrifying, and I feel like I'm gonna lose because it's so scary. So this should be Scarfed, most likely. Machoke is kind of cool. Looking at leads, probably the Pharaoh Seed or the Golurk is what I'm thinking. I think I could just lead Hitmonchan. He ends up leading off Machoke, okay. Should I just close combat? I'm gonna close combat just to get off as much damage as I can right away. Although I could switch in the Mesprit. I don't know. Maybe I should have switched. As he does end up dynamic punching. I did not think he would knock me out. Wow. Okay then. That's scary. If I bring in Mesprit here, I could potentially U-turn. Mantine shouldn't be too big of an issue, because it should be pretty easy to wear down with Pyroar. I don't really want to get up rocks here, just because I don't want to give him that free switch in the Pharaoh Seed. And I really don't think he should stay in here. Yeah, so he does end up bringing in the Pharaoh Seed as I expected. So I can U-turn out into the Pyroar now and click Hyper Voice. Actually, Will-O-Wisp I don't think would be too bad of a play either. How much are we doing to the Mantine? Depending on how much Pyroar is doing. So Hyper Voice is doing about 34 to 40%. I think I'd rather Willow here. So he's gonna end up bringing in the Mantine. That's fine. That's fine. Downside of both switching now is that he could bring in the I want to double the So what I could do here is actually just hard switch into as he does end up bringing the Pharaoh. So that's really good. That's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and just Fire Blast here. And just get off a huge amount of damage on whatever comes in. If he brings the Mantine, that's fine. The fact that he burned now means that we're just gonna be chipping away a whole lot easier. As he does end up making a safe play. Unfortunately, though, we get a crit. I think that may matter. No, so he can actually still comfortably, not comfortably, but he can still live a move. So he can still live a move That's probably right. Now we can. So I thought we were going to be able to wear down. Maybe give it a block. So he is going to turn out to be why. So we can just bring back in Pyroar. Pyroar should be the question is, do I want to hyper this? I'm gonna Fire Blast. Oh, I thought that maybe he would want to stay in. This way, if he does bring in Bulwark, we have a chance to maybe burn it, and we can get off the mission again. We also have a chance to it's still nice to think that we can burn for it. But he stays in! Ah! Just take this knockoff. So he has nothing to comfortably do. He still doing much of it. I think after knockoff, he ends up doing the Pyroar. He no longer specs as a king just sucker punching. Hello? I'm never breaking it. Okay. I don't know what that was. Okay, so we had 3 pretty solid games, and then that game was kind of, I don't know. That game felt a little odd. Yeah. I don't know. I hope you guys did enjoy the live. Again, I really see myself. I'm pretty fun. I really do like Pyroar. I guess I can leave a Facecam of it down too. Hit the like button, yo. Leave a comment down below. Tomorrow is our week 5